Welcome to the more 5-minute St. Louis real estate market update for November 2017. I'm Dennis Norman, one of the broker owners at More Realtors here in St. Louis, and if you'll give me about 5 minutes of your time, I'll bring you up to date on what's happening in the St. Louis real estate market. First, before I get started, here's your opportunity to have all the data like what I'm sharing with you today right in the palm of your hand. That's right, we have created our own app called STL Market Data. You can obtain it for the iPhone at the App Store by searching St. Louis Real Estate, or you can obtain it for the Android on Google Play by searching STL Market Data. Look for the little house with the red roof, STL Market Data, and download it. Here's an example on the iPhone. It's a great app. As soon as you open it, it'll identify the zip code you're in, and it'll give you current market data based on information straight from the MLS, sales for the past 12 months, whether home sales are up or down, prices for the past 12 months, whether those are up or down, price per foot, the inventory of homes for sale, etc. Also, you can search any other area in the St. Louis area by county or city or zip and obtain prices there as well. It makes you a very informed home buyer or seller, and it's free. Again, look for STL Market Data App. And there you go. Now let's jump right in with the market update. First off, I'm going to show some data for the first chart for the St. Louis metro area. So 17 counties total, 9 on the Missouri side of the river, 8 on the Illinois side. And this is a 2-year chart showing the median sale price of homes in red, the median listing price of homes in green, and the number of sales in that bluish color. I put a vertical line here at a year ago, so if you look to the rightmost part of the chart, you'll see the current month, which we're reporting through the end of October right now. And then if you look back to the red line, that'll show you where things were a year ago. So pretty easy to see that there's an upward trend. We get the ups and downs here with the seasonality of the business, of course, but just going from year to year there, you can kind of see the trend. To make it a little easier here and also to look at the 2-year trend, I drew a line here. The purple line is the median sales price of homes for the past 2 years. You can see a pretty steady increase there, or a pretty decent increase. The orange line I just drew there represents home sales. Now you can see the home price line has increased at a greater rate than the home sales have. And this is part of the reason why, like last month, I was questioning whether home prices are too high. Is the fact that prices are going up at a faster rate than what the home sales are going up, is that perhaps indicative that we need a little price correction. And we'll watch that more as we go forward. Now, here, this red line just looks at the past 12 months. So this is the sales price from where we were a year ago to today, and you can see that trend. And then the blue line represents sales for the same period for the past year. And you can see sales for the metro area nearly flat there when we go back to a year ago, and definitely a more of an increase in prices. So we'll have to watch it. There may need to be a little bit of a correction price-wise. Now I'm going to zoom in to just the 5-county area, the St. Louis core market, which is the bulk of the real estate market in St. Louis on the Missouri side. And this is comprised of the city of St. Louis, as well as the counties of St. Louis, St. Charles, Jefferson, and Franklin. So everything else we're going to look at is combined for that 5-county market. This first chart here is a new one we've developed. It shows year-to-date home sales, and I've got it for the current year through October on the rightmost part of the chart, and then it's got the prior 3 years over to the left of it. But you'll see, and then I've noted on the chart the year-to-date number through the end of October. And you can see currently we've got 22,142 home sales in this 5-county area year-to-date through the end of October. And you can see, as I've noted there, it's down about 3.5% from this time last year. So last year through the end of October, there were 22,941 home sales, and then you can see the prior 2 years. So we're at a pace that's better than 3 years ago, but not as good as the 2 prior years. So this is showing a cooling off. Is it because of home prices increasing too much, perhaps? It could be. Of course, there's a low inventory, as we'll see here when I go a little further. the inventory of homes for sale remains pretty low, but we've had a low inventory for the last couple of years. So last year when we were going at a higher sales pace, we had a low inventory then too. So without a more in-depth analysis, it'd be hard to maybe pin that down, but I think it's going to be somewhat price related. And as we move forward here, I'm going to draw just a couple of lines just to show you, you can kind of see from year to year. That's just kind of, there we go. You can kind of see the trend each year, and you can see this this most recent one, is trending downward. Okay, now I'm going to show the our STL Market Report. This is something else that's proprietary that only More Realtors has. In fact, everything I'm showing you here is not data. These charts, these reports, this is not available through any other realtor anywhere. This is all proprietary software we have developed, and the reason we went through the expense and the time of developing it is because we understand the importance of having the most informed real estate agents. Agents have to know the market inside and out in order to properly counsel buyers and sellers and investors and consumers. We try to make all of our data as consumer friendly as possible, and that's also very important that you are an informed consumer and that you really know the market, and that the information that you're getting is very accurate, timely, and relevant. So this is our STL Market Report. This again is for the 5-county area. The top line there, the blue on the left, shows the sales for the most recent 12-month period, which would be through the end of October, as well as the prior 12-month period, so through October 2016. And it shows the change, and you can see there's been very little change, up almost 1%. That's about it. The red columns on the top there are prices. You can see the median sales price for the 5-county area for the 12 most recent months was $185,000, and that's up about 5% from a year ago. So a little more than what would be a historical norm. Historical norm over the long term might be a 3.6% increase a year, something like that. The second row there shows price per foot. Price per foot is really the most accurate way to compare home prices. And there's some data there to show that for the most recent 12-month period through the end of October 2017, homes in this 5-county area were selling at $124 a foot, the median. The last month, October, they sold slightly more, $126 a foot. And the current listings are at about $123 a foot. So that decrease in price per foot is actually good. That's what we would expect in October heading into the winter months. We expect a little decline. The bottom row there shows the inventory of homes for sale. There's just under a 3-month supply of homes for sale, and the average time on the market is about 4.5 months, 135 days. So speaking of months supply, this next table here shows the months of supply of homes for sale by county. And you can see for all the 5 counties reported, as well as the collective group of 5 counties, as well as the entire MSA, everything is fairly low. A historical norm would be probably something around a 6-month supply, and we haven't seen that in a long time. And you can see here all the average month supply is all right around that 3-month mark. The highest one's Jefferson County at 3.74 months, or 3 3/4 months. Lowest one is St. Charles County with 2.79 months. So pretty low inventories overall. Here's our price per foot trend by county. Again, price per foot's the best way to compare prices. If you look at this table, you can get an idea of how prices vary from county. You can see price per foot in Franklin County on active listings is $109 a foot versus St. Charles County, where it's $128 a foot. So it kind of shows you the price difference between counties, and then on the right there it also shows you the trend. Our top sellers markets, here's the top 10 sellers markets based upon month supply. You can see all 10 of these cities have a 1.5 month supply or less of homes for sale. The top couple just have a 1-month supply. Shrewsbury's got a 1-month supply of homes. Troy, Crestwood, Valley Park, all pretty much a month. So a lot of markets. If you're in any of these markets on this list here and you have been thinking about selling at all, I wouldn't wait till spring. I would call us right now and let us tell you what we think we can get for your home today. Come spring, there might be an influx of sellers. It is a better seller's market, but there also might be a lot of competition. So it's always a good market when the inventory is low. At the other end of the spectrum are buyers markets. Here's the top 10 list of the markets with the largest supply of homes for sale. You can see Burns Mill at the top there's got a whopping 19-month supply, followed by Moscow Mills with a year supply and so forth. Maybe some buying opportunities in these markets for investors or buyers. Okay, be smart when it comes to buying or selling. We have produced a smart guide to selling your home and a smart guide to buying your home. Again, two things you won't find anywhere else. This is not canned information. This is not just generic stuff put together by some national company and sold to realtors and agents and they stick their name on it. We've created this from scratch. It's been done with information from us as well as many other local real estate professionals. You can get it absolutely free. Go to smartguidetobuyingyourhome.com, smartguidetobuyingyourhome.com, or smartguidetosellingyourhome.com, smartguidetosellingyourhome.com. You can read it online, you can download it, contact us, and we'll send you a copy. It's a beautiful full-color magazine. And remember, when you're searching for homes for sale or want to know what they sold for, go to St. Louis's best home search site, stlouisrealestatesearch.com, and St. Louis's favorite home search site, stlouisrealestatesearch.com. How do I know this? Google it. You'll find out. We're number one. Google St. Louis's favorite real estate search site, and you'll find us. We work hard to be the favorite, and we want to stay there. When you go to our site, you'll see at the top there's an 800 number, 844-MLS site. You can call us anytime and speak to a real live real estate professional right here in St. Louis, not some Philippine call center, Indian call center, or anywhere else. But people right here in St. Louis that know the market. Also down at the bottom there, we've got live chat on our site. And once again, it is staffed by real live real estate people here in St. Louis. You might catch me on there. I monitor it an awful lot. Again, here's the, you can see the proof, St. Louis's favorite real estate search site. Google that. There's an ad on top, but then the first actual search result is our site. Same thing for St. Louis's best real estate search site. How about that? Had to brag a little bit. Okay, and also you can find your home's value online in under a minute by going to stlouishouseprices.com, stlouishouseprices.com. We also just happen to have St. Louis's favorite open house site, stlouisopenhouses.com, stlouisopenhouses.com. Easy to remember. And if you're thinking of buying a FSBO, you don't want to go it alone. Buying a FSBO can be a great opportunity for a buyer, as you can typically buy it for less than what the true market value is, but you do want to be represented by a realtor. We're happy to represent you if you're looking to buy a FSBO. And if you're looking to sell, you really want to check out the information we have here to see, just really be quite candid why you don't want to do that. And you can get this information for the buyer side, don'tbuyfsbo.com, and on the seller side, don'tsellfsbo.com. And that is it. I appreciate you being on here this month. Hope this has been informative to you. Remember, you can contact us at any time. We're ready to help you here. And until next month, thank you and God bless you.